We'll hear from Mr. Patch.
Everybody ready? Good evening, I'm Tom Patch, and I'm a candidate for the Planning Board. I also wish to thank the League for its efforts in putting this forum together tonight. That said, I wish to provide some brief background information about me. I'm a born and raised Hinghamite. My father was a career Hingham firefighter, rising from call firefighter to the chief. My mother's family settled in town in the 1800s. I was educated in the Hingham Public Schools, kindergarten through high school. Part of this education was the instilling of a passion for the heritage of the town of Hingham and a recognition, understanding, and respect for its fundamental role in shaping the present and future of the community. I also participated in school sport programs, including the football team, as well as the very first lacrosse team, which ages me a little bit. My college education was through the University of Maine, where I also played lacrosse, and the University College of Ireland, where I played hurling badly, but discovered the wonderful medicinal properties of a pint of Guinness. I received a degree in economics and political science and subsequently graduated from the University of Maine Law School. I was admitted to practice in the Massachusetts Bar and possess over 20 years' experience practicing law in the state and federal courts. In particular, I have substantial experience practicing real estate and municipal related law, including as assistant town counsel for the town of Kingston, as well as for other interested parties. At this point in my life, I'm single, and given that my son is at Boston College, I'm blessed with the advantage of having the time to provide the town the expertise required of a member of the planning board. Given the time constraints of this forum, I encourage anyone wishing to learn more about me to visit my campaign website, which is www.tom-patch.com. That said, I look forward to answering your questions this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Murphy, 2 minutes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Susan Murphy. I've been a member of the planning board for 10 years now, and it's what the favorite thing that I do. It's something that I wish I could dedicate more time to, but I have to spend a good part of the day also paying the bills. I've lived in town for 14 years, and after I was here for 2 years, I went to one of Tom and the Selectmen's open houses, and I was put on the open space committee. And I was there for 2 years, and I enjoyed it, but we didn't have the CPC back then, so unfortunately we didn't have a lot that we could accomplish. But I was involved for the open space committee with respect to trying to preserve the top of Baker Hill. And at that time, there was an open seat on the planning board. And I have Tom Cox and Paul Healy to thank for convincing me to do something that I never thought I would do, which was run for the planning board, and it's, I have to thank them both for that. So since I've been on the planning board, in addition to my planning board roles, I've been the planning board representative on a multitude of committees, the Development Industrial Commission, and was on it early on when the plans for the downtown came along. Most recently, the Hingham Harbor Task Force, which I have to say has been one of the most pleasurable groups that I have had the pleasure of serving on in the town. I was trying to think of what to say tonight, and I went back and I actually found all my old clippings, yellow now, from 10 years ago. And to see why did I say 10 years ago I wanted to run for the planning board. And what I said is, I will balance the rights of residents and applicants and carefully assess the impact of proposed development on the town. Additionally, I will encourage proactive planning to ensure that future development is done in a responsible manner, which recognizes the natural capacity of the land and our town's resources to support the proposed development. I want to ensure that the character of Hingham is maintained and ask for your support on Election Day. And that's what I wrote 10 years ago. I have tried my hardest to do that for the past 10 years, and it's what I would hopefully like to continue to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Our first question for this evening is, voters are currently gathering signatures to put a question on a future state ballot to repeal Mass General